Alright, now I know it's been a long time since I made a video. Well, probably not, but per request of my lovely girlfriend Marisa, I will make this video. I'm actually gonna hate making it. I told her that shit already. I'm gonna actually hate making this shit, but per her request, I'm gonna make this video asking the YouTube audience a question that she wants answered. So hopefully you guys can put your answers on the bottom of this and she can stop asking me, because apparently my explanations just aren't good enough. Alright, let's just go ahead and just get the question out there first. The question that she asked me was, why do they make the titties so big in anime? Let me clean that up for you. Why are the women in anime and manga so provocative? That's the question that she wants to be answered by the YouTube community. Alright, the first thing I want to do is just give my 2 cents on it first. Then, you know, YouTube community, please answer her question. Alright. The thing that I said is, one, it's just part of the fan service. That's it. It's just part of the fan service, and depending on the demographic of who it is targeted towards, the women will slightly look more and more, you know, sexy. They'll look sexy, you know, depending on the audience that's being targeted, you know, for this specific manga or anime. The second thing is, a lot of dudes make anime and manga, so that's just our own projection of what we see, of how we see women, you know, beautifully bouncy, you know, bosomy, you know, that's just how we see them, you know, in an ideal world, right? You know, just see them just kind of just bouncy and, you know, bubbly and all that type of shit. It's just our own, I'm not gonna lie, it's sexist. It's just our own sexist view on women. Just, you know, big boobs, nice butt, pretty face. That's what we see. The third thing is, and this is just my own thoughts, I have yet to come across a Japanese woman of any kind that was heavy-chested, fat-assed in any way, shape, or form. I have yet to come across one. So maybe because they don't see that a lot, they draw it in their manga, in their works, in their anime, you know, just as a thing of, well, I don't see this every day, so let me just draw it. That's just what I believe. And of course there are downsides to that as well. One downside to the fan service and all that stuff is, namely, it is alienating the female audience, of course. But the thing about that is, let me say this about fan service: depending on the series, if it's done right, fan service is fucking awesome. It's cool if it's done right. I have seen plenty of anime that had fan service and it was horrible. It was fucking horrible. Like, honestly, most of the fan service in High School of the Dead could have been done away with. I think most of that fan service was horrible, to be honest with you. Especially scenes where, like, you know, shoot a bullet and, you know, a fucking titties would just kind of move like this, you know, to get away from the bullet. That's fucking ridiculous. You know, that type of stuff, it is annoying. It really is annoying to me. But Black Lagoon is a series in which the fan service is done in a way to where you won't notice it, because it's done in a very, very sly and slick way. I mean, the character Revy is dressed in what's considered a provocative manner, but most of the fan service in that series is done in a way to where you won't notice it. Like, there's a particular scene, I can't remember what the episode number was, but there's a particular scene in which Revy is with some dude named Chaka. He's a Japanese, he's part of the Japanese Yakuza thing, and they talking in a real fucked up way. You know, he's just talking about how much you want to fuck her, but he actually meant, like, challenge her to a gunfight and all type of shit. And they actually showed her, she had a skirt on with some cowboy boots, and they showed her from the waist down. They showed her from the waist down, but it was pixelated, so you really couldn't see as much of her, but you saw him. Now, that was a shot of fan service because it was from the waist down, showing off the curves that she had, but it was primarily focused on him, and the shit that he was saying, he had your attention, not the shit that you saw from her. So if fan service is done right, you know what I'm saying, it's a great part of the show. But most of the time, it's done in a real fucked up way. So I understand why certain people have a type of feeling towards it. And also, she took note to how perverted some of the Japanese characters are in these manga and anime that I watch and read. And she also asked me like why they do that, why they make all these perverted characters, you know. And I mean, one is just added for the comedy; it's just meant to be funny. But a question that I actually want to know is, what the fuck is sexual harassment in Japan? Because most of the perverted stuff I see on the manga and anime that I read and watch, most of that stuff would land some of these people in jail. So what is their idea of pervertedness compared to what our idea of pervertedness is? But that's just my own stupidity. The question that I really want answered is, why are the women in anime and manga drawn or portrayed in a very sexual and provocative manner? Per Marisa. It has nothing to do with me. That's Marisa. I tried my best to answer her question. She didn't want it. So, thank you, YouTube community, for watching this video. If you could, give me a thumbs up and all that stuff. But really, I'm just looking for some comments so we can put that question to rest. You know what I'm saying? Because she is really trying to just... I think it's just a pro-feminine thing that she really just trying to just... Oh, they shouldn't draw them like that. I mean, you know, it's we come from two different societies. It's meant to entertain, so you know, just can't get too mad about it. Like I said though, man, thanks for watching this video. Please leave some comments and answer her fucking questions so she can stop pestering me with that. If she watches this video, skip all this and start watching now. Love you, babe.